Hello and welcome to the Austin Pinball Collective. Tonight we've got a Bells and Chimes tournament here. We're going to be streaming. It should be, I believe it's usually like 2 hours of qualifying followed by don't be last finals, but we'll see if there's any differences tonight. But yeah, just about to start announcements here.
Many years ago. Yeah. Just for your info, we're going to do 2 games per round. Okay. One that's a shorter playing game, one that's a longer playing game. Finish the whole first game, then go to the second one. Then next round we'll draw. All right. And if I somehow mess up and you get put on a game that doesn't exist here right now, let me know. I'm trying to go through and remove all the missing ones. All right, first round is up. Amanda, Emily Snowden, Katie, Danielle on Big Game.
All right, so we've got Big Game, Game of Thrones. We've got Ollie and Venom, Hocus Pocus and World Cup Soccer, Genesis, and Spider-Man. Let's take a look at... let's start off on just Big Game and Game of Thrones. So give me a second to move the rig, and I will be right back. All right, this is Big Game. Let me update the match play information here. All right, we got Amanda, Emily, Katie, and Danielle. Oh, yeah, moonwalked through the E target, but yeah, that's the hardest. Like the hardest targets to get are E and M because they are those upper in lanes. But Amanda found it, but did not want to stop. Yeah, Dodie, were you not super excited about this choice of games here? I know you were complaining that it was never nice to you. All right, Emily's got the E and the A now. And the G. And Emily's getting some good bounces here too. Got some action from the pop bumpers. Oh. Sorry, we usually try to go live. Oh, now she's completed big, so that's lit her rightmost spinner. Just, yeah, this one right here, that's 1,000 points a spin for the rest of the game, I believe. Yeah, we try to go live about 5 minutes before the tournament starts. I think that's what we did tonight, but All right, looks like she's trying to get that that little candy cane loop at the top. That's some good points if she can get there now. And oh, nice tap there. Oh, good nudge to stay in. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the weekend. I'm not playing in the tournament at the Texas Pinball Festival, but I am just enjoying the festival. And yeah, looks like there's going to be a lot of games there, a lot of manufacturers. It sounds like the new they're going to have like 15 Beetlejuices, I think. They're going to have the new Turner game, Yukon Yeti, I think is what it's called. And yeah, I know Barrels is going to be there with probably all three of their games. And I'm sure Stern and Jersey Jack will have booths. Multimorphic, I know, is going to be there. They don't have a new game this year, or they are going to have a new game. They don't have one to premiere at TPF this year, but I think they're going to have basically their entire lineup. Oh, and Katie managed to get in there. Currently only had the one target, so only got bonus for that. But yeah, and Multimorphic's going to have a heads-up setup, which is kind of two machines that are networked together and kind of playing against each other. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to playing a lot of stuff this weekend. And I might watch some of the tournament, but I can watch that on the stream later too. So, but I assume that you are playing in the tournament probably. And Austin Pinball Collective, if you are going to TPF this weekend, Austin Pinball Collective will have a booth. I think we're taking 6 or 7 games. So yeah, and that Danielle had an unfortunately very quick ball. Yeah, well, good luck. I know we've got quite a few people from Austin who are playing. So, oh, and that was a tilt. Yeah, this one can't get away with too much. Yeah, and now that she's completed big, she had a completion already, but she's actually gone on to spell, working on her second spelling of big game. But yeah, her spinner lane stays lit, but now also her eye, because she had spelled big before, her eye is lit for 5,000 points per roll through, and she got a couple of those on that ball. All right, Katie finding a couple of power lanes there pretty quickly. All right. Yeah. This game can, those slingshots and those, curved lanes can really keep the ball pretty active. Hard to keep it under control sometimes. All right, and Danielle hoping to actually get to play this ball. All right, so it's completed big. Got a couple of spins from that lit left spinner. That's 2,000 points a spin, but just only a couple spins on that. But oh, all right, going into ball 3. And yeah, after this game, we're going to go to they're playing 2 games per round, and the second game is going to be on Game of Thrones. So I will move the rig over as soon as they're done with this game, but we've got a third ball to go. All right, Amanda's also completed big. There, she got the E and managed to stay in that time. And, yeah, she was not allowed to play too much that game. But not currently in, yeah, she's currently in third place, but Danielle still has a ball to play. And Emily's got 3x bonus and some points there, ends up with 226,000, so got a healthy lead, but we'll see what Katie can do here. Okay, so Katie was able to complete the big letters anyway. All right, sweeps the drop targets. All right, good job keeping the ball alive. These, there are 2 flippers on each side, but these are not. Oh, got it stuck a little bit. You might have to like slap the game at the back. Yeah, I could ask for help from a tournament director. I think this is her first game here. Okay, she's asking for help. Good. But yeah, you could slap it, but we might need to get a tournament director to take the glass off and put the ball on a flipper. Because yeah, this game doesn't have a ball search, so it's not going to pop those up. But yeah, as I was saying, there are 2 flippers on either side here, but you can't lose the ball between them because there's a plastic here. So it's nice to have flippers you can't drain between. We have plenty of games here with dual flippers that on a side where you can lose the ball between them, but. Oh. I guess it looks like she tilted trying to slap it out maybe, or nudge it out. Which is why they sent it to the drain. Yeah, I don't know if Katie has played in tournaments before. She looks like she knows what she's doing, but just hasn't played here before. But yeah. All right, and Danielle is our last player on this game. Needs to get a little over 20,000, 21,000 or so to catch up to Amanda. Got 5,000 there on the plunge. And is has some bonus. So we'll see. And now she has passed Amanda. Next goal is 109,000 to catch up to Katie, but we'll see what her bonus is. Yeah, not enough. So, all right, I'm going to move the rig to Game of Thrones. Just a moment. All right, this is Game of Thrones. I think the order has changed. Maybe we'll see. But this is Katie. Yeah, so everybody moved up one position in the player order. So, yeah, and looks like, yeah, Katie picked Targaryen, I think, as her house. That's one I don't choose too often. I believe it starts with you getting progress towards you've already gotten progress towards Targaryen, or maybe have completed those modes already. Yeah, Danielle is picking Baratheon. It looks like that's oh no. Yeah, so Baratheon, I know, gives you, once per ball, you can hit the action button to, get you an outlane ball save. You have to do it before the ball goes through the outlane. And she has started her Baratheon house battle, which is you want to hit the spinner, and then you can hit the dragon to collect, or you can hit the spinner to continue building up value. But if you don't collect, unfortunately, you don't get a whole lot out of it. All right, and Amanda is going to be coming up as player 4. Yeah, unfortunately, I did not quite get the action button. You can just barely see it right here. Didn't quite get it in the shot, so I apologize for that. But, yeah, Amanda picked Tyrell. So one of the nice things about Tyrell is it lights one of your in lanes to multiply a shot, and you can you can use your flippers to switch which in lane is lit. So she is now stacked Lannister and Tyrell modes together. This is a very good stack. You can get a lot of points this way, and she's continuing to move her multiplier every time she goes through the in lane. Has gotten some awards out of those pop bumpers, and unfortunately found a drain, but yeah, 35 million. So that's she's got a decent lead thus far. Emily now ball 2, got a skill shot. Emily picked Lannister, it looks like. Lannister, I believe, lets you get more gold. And you can do that at the stand-up targets. She's got a locklet now. So needs to collect that up that center ramp just like that. Just didn't quite make it all the way up there, but... and then the battering ram target that's next to that lock lane, the blue. All right, taking the Lannister battle for going. You can qualify that. I think 3 times up that center ramp will qualify Lannister. Yeah, that blue battering ram target gives you multipliers. All right, Katie. All right, yeah, it looks like the action button on this one freezes the timers. So I don't know if that gave her a longer ball save. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with that house. So, but she's got Lannister ready to go. Yeah, you hit those yellow gold stand-up targets to light red shots, and then hit the red shots. Good catch there. That's an outlane ball save. I think that was a Lord of Light you get from completing those drop targets on the left. Oh, nice bonus 4 million points in bonus, so that puts her in second place with Danielle stepping up still for ball 2. Himawari, thank you for tuning in tonight. All right, Danielle gets a skill shot and has a yeah, it's got a battle lit up the middle. And all right, gets it under control, has a lock ready to collect up the middle as well. Yeah, that's a shot that you can make from both. You can make it from both flippers. It's a tighter shot from the left than from the right, but you can definitely backhand it. All right, Amanda. All right, looks like we have a group completed on Genesis and Spider-Man. They all we had an 888 point distribution for those. We had one person take first and then last, another person took last and then first, and then another person took middle and middle, which is both 4 points. So yeah, that's everybody else is currently playing their second game. All right, and Amanda's got Lannister and Tyrell started up again. Got a 10 million point award for the jousting. Still using those multipliers. And now she just lit her Lord of Light, so her outlanes are protected. And survived because of that. And good nudge to keep that in. 108 million points out of Tyrell. And she's, I think, still in Lannister. Yeah, still got a couple of red shots there. I think she's going for the dragon. And, yeah. But that was 186 million now for Amanda. So a substantial lead going into ball 3. All right, Emily found the dragon. Got a mystery award. Takes 1 million points. All right, got a battle lit up the middle. Found the shot. Oh, I guess there wasn't a battle. Oh, now there is. Okay. She's taking Lannister. Got plenty of red shots to hit. And found the outlane, unfortunately. All right, Katie at 10 million points to start off with the ball. All right, and did not quite make it up that middle ramp. Almost hit that second green stand-up target for the lock, but is going to end it with about 16 million, I think. 17? Yes. So it didn't quite catch up to Emily. Danielle's at 4 million, so needs to about 13 million to catch up to Katie, and then not a lot more to get Emily. That's a ball save. She's got to lock up the middle and a battle. All right. All right, got 5x bonus qualified. Oh, that was a luft to the out lane, unfortunately. So Amanda's got a walk-off. Let's see if we've got Venom and World Cup Soccer still going, it looks like. So let me see if either of those are worth hopping in on. If not, then we'll just wait for the next round. Just a minute. All right, we have a couple, like 3 players left to play their third ball on Venom. Let me update the match play information. This is Nadia. So yeah, it looks like Mandy has a nice lead at the moment. Nadia's in second place, needs about 170 million to catch up to Mandy, but Mandy's still got another ball after this. So Nadia's in the mystery scoop. And gets bigger points, which is probably not super huge. Sleeper's good, add a ball. So press the action button to add another ball into play. And Toxin Team Up can be worth a lot of points too. You want to hit those yellow shots. I don't know if she's played her Carnage multi-ball. I think that I don't know if you can get Toxin Team Up if you haven't played it, but I know you have to have played the Mayhem multi-ball anyway. But yeah, it doesn't look like she's moving Carnage back at the captive ball, so I'm guessing that she's probably already played Carnage. And with 259 million, it's probably a pretty good bet that she's played both of her multi-balls. Signing in because she's got a good score. Well, maybe she can do it at the end of the game. But yeah. Oh, well, she has moved Carnage back some, so I don't know. Maybe that's. All right, I think this is a doppelganger target, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's not connected, unfortunately, so. All right, but ends with 280 million, which is not a bad score at all. Mandy's at 401 though, so is in pretty good shape to win this game, but Tracy's still got a ball behind her as well. So, but yeah, it looks like Mandy has not yet played her Carnage. Got a ball save there because Carnage is lit up that center ramp right there. Oh, or is it for a rampage? Okay. So shoot blue shots, and then the doppelganger, I think, is the that shot that she just hit. All right, that was a doppelganger shot. So it's a rampage for 20 million. She's got a ball save. All right, I think is out of that now and had a mystery award, but 483 plus bonus. Yeah, gonna end up at like 487, something like that. Yeah. All right, and Tracy is got her ball 3. All right. Tracy still has Mayhem ready to go, and is Peter Parker, so should have better, easier progress to. All right, so she is gonna go ahead and take this 2-ball multi-ball. It looks like. So that's it's a good way to get a lot of points pretty quickly. Peter Parker makes it easier to get Carnage multi-ball as well, and I doubt that she's played that. So if she can keep hitting that captive ball target, then that can help get Carnage ready to go as well. Either stack it or have more progress to it once she gets out of this multi-ball. Still got a ball save, so that's coming back. And I don't know if that's coming back. Yeah, so she is out of that multi-ball, but got, she's in 3rd place and has a ways to go to get 2nd, but there are options for getting there. All right, got a doppelganger shot there at the lane next to the bell tower. She just went through it backwards. It didn't count. And that is gonna do it for this game. So congratulations to Mandy, then Nadia, then Tracy, and then Kim. It looks like World Cup Soccer is still going on. Let me look at the room camera. We can see where that one is. So it looks like Ellie was... Okay, that score has just been put in as well. So we're about to start a new round. We've got Emily Snowden is currently on top. Emily Glover-Wilson, Meredith, and Bobby are at 8. So we've got Meteor and Tommy, Harlem Globetrotters, and Star Trek, Stingray and Cactus Canyon, and Kiss and Spider-Man. Let's do... let's do Harlem Globetrotters and Star Trek. Actually, we've not streamed The Who, Tommy, so why don't we do Meteor and Tommy? I will move the rig onto those. All right, we've got Meteor. I'm going to update match play information here. So we got Nadia, Emily, Katie, and Caroline. Yeah, so Meteor, the big thing to do on this game is to get as many Meteor targets as you can, all but one of them ideally. And then each one that you get will help make the value of your spinner more bigger, I guess. And then you rip the spinner, and it will give you a lot of points. But if you get all of these targets down, then it will give you a bonus multiplier, but then it'll pop them all back up and reduce your spinner down to its minimum value. So bonus you can build up by getting these sets of drop targets, and that'll add to your 1, 2, and 3 bonus. You can also get Meteor targets spotted for you through these rollover buttons here, and then going through a lit in lane will give you an advance as well. And I think, this target will also give you an advance. So, but Nadia currently has all but 2, and that's really good. So if she can find that, okay, now has all but 1. So if she can find that spinner, it's going to be a juicy, a nice value if she can. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, she got a good rip out of it. We do have the center post with the rubbers, so she was saved from that center drain there. And found the outlane butt. So we had 1 spinner rip on that one and got 77,000 points out of it. Yeah, they are opting to play the lights off with a black light on. So we've got some UV, I think UV ink on the play field. All right, this is Emily. Got spins with nothing, at the minimum spinner value, but it's still getting some points. But yeah, I think that the M and the R targets in Meteor are worth more than the middle letters, and so that's spotted the letter. So now she's just got 2 targets still standing, so that spinner is getting pretty valuable. I gotta get it under control. All right. And now, that almost had a good spin there, but still caught up to Nadia even without that the spinner. All right, Katie. Oh, that was unkind. And Caroline, I believe Katie is Caroline's friend visiting, so all right.
Oh, that's crazy, right?
Deciding whether they want to play with or without the black light.
Oh, you're good.
All right, Caroline. All right. There, got a couple of targets.
I really like this.
All right, now it's got the ball cradled. All right, a little bit late on the spinner there, but got another target. All right, got a couple of the 2 targets. Oh, and just redropped her Meteor target, so she did get a multiplier, but reduced the spinner to its lowest value, but got a couple of targets on the way through the spinner, so that's going to help boost the value. And now it's juiced, but unfortunately found the outlane. But she's taken the lead for the moment at 110,000. All right, Nadia clears the bank and then gets in a couple more. All right, good tip on that to keep it from going down the middle. And yeah, that one was one that center post was not going to save her on that, so she had to try a slap there. All right, Emily almost found that spinner again, and that's twice that the almost spinner has fed back to a center drain. All right, Katie did not really get a chance to play last ball. Now has some 3 of her targets down, and oh. All right, and Caroline. All right, and now, all right, Caroline did not get the that last drop target on the plunge, and so her spinner value is still at really good. So if she can get a shot at it, there we go. That's a big rip, and that's okay. Well, she reset it now, and found the out lane, but got good points out of that. Hops further into the lead at 232,000 right now, plus bonus 244. So yeah, this game is really all about lighting and ripping the spinners. I mean, bonus can be worth something, but it's you know, it's harder to build that up, and the spinner is where I find my points anyway when I play it. All right, Nadia has got all but a middle target, so this is the maximum value the spinner can have. And see if she can get a shot at it. Oh, she reset them, unfortunately. Went through the spinner backwards, which does count, and then reset them again. All right, now got a couple of them down. That's a good slap. All right. Well, that was she got some good points from that, and ends up about 100 or 200 million, 203. Oh, yeah. So let's see here. Emily unfortunately got spotted. Got spotted an in-lane target, or a drop target from the in-lane, but then didn't get a chance to flip at it either. So she's currently in third, but Katie hasn't really wasn't able to get a whole lot out of her ball 1 or 2. See if she can do better on ball 3. All right, has a shot now. Got some spins backwards, so that's gonna. All right, it is really good value, but I don't think that's gonna catch up to Emily. So Caroline has a walk-off. All right, well, I don't know if she's gonna play it out or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the rig moved over to Tommy. Just a moment. All right, and this is the Who's Tommy Pinball. And the order has changed. Let me move this over to our Tommy Pinball Wizard. So this is Emily. So yeah, getting into that scoop there, or this scoop over here, will start a mode. She's in Christmas, where you want to hit the side targets here, although maybe not, because those can be dangerous. So maybe you can just ignore that. But she was able to get up this lane, and I think 3 trips up there will give you a wow for 5 million. Sorry, 5 million to start with. I think the next time is like 5 shots for 10 million. But another thing you can do on this game, there is a mirror right here. So if you shoot that mirror enough times to spell Tommy, then you'll have a multi-ball in that mirror. There is a skill shot if you can get it into this saucer right here without hitting anything else first. But yeah, you can also just full plunge and try to get a shot maybe at the mirror, or try to get the ball on the flipper or something like that. This game does have blinders. That's a unique feature where in certain modes that you can actually have like a shades that will kind of fan out and cover your flippers, so you can't see the flippers because you're, you know, at least blind, if not deaf and dumb. And that's an interesting feature. I don't know if they've turned that off for the tournament. Probably not. All right, Caroline, see if she goes for the skill shot or if she's going to full plunge. This is a fairly new game here, so a lot of these players may not have a lot of experience on it. So yeah, that was a little bit late on that flip. So, but got into the scoop to start Christmas. So yeah, they may have. I'm not sure if that is deterministic or not, which mode you choose, but and then you can light another mode. Well, you can't really do anything while you're in this current mode, but that's basically the same thing that happened to Emily. But yeah, if you've already played a mode and you know, let it time out or finished it or whatever, then you can shoot through the spinner lane. I think either one will relight your modes. All right, Nadia going for the skill shot and did not quite get it, just a little past it onto the pop bumpers. All right, keeping it alive until the out lane. That's, yeah. All right, that may be, oh. There usually is a short ball save, but maybe it took a little too long to get around to do that. Maybe they've also disabled the ball save or shortened it for the tournament. I don't know how much they have done adjusting settings. All right, and nope, that's another quick ball. Yeah, this is not necessarily being kind to these players at the moment. All right, Caroline. Ball and Spider IRL, thank you for the follow. This is the Austin Bells and Chimes tournament. We've got another a little over an hour of qualifying, and then we'll have I think a Don't Be Last finals. Caroline trying to decide what to shoot for. Got the jackpot ramp. You can get a jackpot on that ramp and a double jackpot on that side ramp if you're in multi-ball, but single ball play is not worth as much. But she definitely got some bonus for it. So yeah, 29 million after that ball. I think Emily was at 41 and Katie, well, we'll see that in a minute here. And all right, Nadia. So going through the end lane, she got a mode from the saucer silver ball multi-millions. You want to hit the captive ball right here, or next to where I circled. Trying to find it. There we go. That's 10 million points. And good job keeping it alive. Still got, well, yeah, that was just about to time out, but got some good points from that. So still anybody's ball or anybody's game going into ball 3. And Emily got 5 million points out of that shot and had a shot at the mirror. I think on ball 3, at least on default settings. There we go. Yeah, multi-ball is ready and just got into that scoop to start it. So Emily's now got a multi-ball. So this shot is a regular jackpot. This shot is a double jackpot. And I think that once you've completed a regular jackpot, you have to hit the double jackpot to relight your regular jackpot. All right, and that might be out of multi-ball. Unfortunately, got a restart though because she didn't get any jackpots. If she can get back up into either that scoop or the mirror within another 6 seconds, she'll be able to. Just there, got a restart on the multi-ball, and looks like it's only going to be 2 balls, but going for a jackpot on that ramp. Yeah, the double jackpot is tough to hit, but yeah, you can only get it from the upper flipper, and you know it's hard to pay attention to that when you've got another ball, somewhere else. But that's gonna be it for that multi-ball. But she gets into a mode which is lighting an extra ball. That's in that side lane between the left ramp and the captive ball. They're not going to play extra balls, so it might be worth points, or it might just be worth a plunge. So she's got the extra ball now. Yeah, it looks like it's not turned off, so she's just going to get a plunge. And could hit the if she can get it into that skill shot scoop, then that's like 10 million points, I think, on the skill shot. But all right, 102 million and 3.5 million bonus plus the extra ball. And yeah, did not get the skill shot as a ball save, but that's not gonna. Yeah, skill shot is only 1 attempt. But getting some more another 3.5 million in bonus. So that puts her at 110. All right, Katie. All right. Didn't get the skill shot. Unfortunately, fell in just after it unlit, but started a mode which is Christmas. Yeah, so all targets are worth 300,000 points, but those side targets will increase that. And that's unfortunately going to be the end of that. 24 million, I think, is... yeah, it's about where Nadia is, but Nadia still got a ball to play. Oh, 20 million points for the skill shot if you can get it, which is not bad at all. Yeah, it looks like Carolyn is okay. It looked like she was going for a short plunge, but then found, plunged harder. Now she's got a shot at the mirror. Got it. So now that should be ready, I think. Oh, it is not. Okay. So yeah, it's not automatically lit on ball 3. It looks like. So she's got another shot or two to light that. Alright, so Caroline is currently in second place, with Nadia still to play. Nadia got the skill shot for 20 million, so that's a big boost to her. Has a mode ready at that scoop that looked like she was shooting for, and has spinners lit right now to drop bombs, but got into the scoop for smash the mirror. So this is a multi-ball mode where she wants to hit the mirror. But yeah, you get points for hitting other stuff too. So all right. And it's just, kind of chaos. You really would like to hit the mirror, but it's tough to see the upper flipper when your lower flipper, you've got all these balls of play down below. But you can bounce the ball into the mirror from shots down below, but all right, now we've got just 2 balls left to play, and it's easier to pay attention to all of them. But I don't think got any mirror shots, but it has one already. She took the lead from that, and we're just playing it out probably. Yeah. Oh, just missed that scoop. Hello.
I have a question from Jordan.
Okay.
Are you still using the 2 cam links? I think that we brought in?
No, I am. I might be using one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I can check really quick.
Oh yeah, just later. We're thinking about maybe using them as a backup for TPF stuff. As I come in and ruin all of the commentary.
No, it's fine. Nadia had already won the game. She was just playing it out.
Sweet.
So, yeah, I can take a peek really quick in the back if you want.
Yeah.
Let me. Let me just put
Neil if he still has those 2 cam links we brought in, and if he is using them.
I think
if he is, no sweat. Otherwise, they would be good backups for TPF.
Yeah. I think I might be using one of them. Let me put up the leaderboard here really quick, and I can go check to see if there's one in the back. All right. Very sorry about that interruption. I had to get a piece of streaming equipment for Rebecca, who is playing now. She and her partner Jordan are going to be streaming from TPF. They're going to be interviewing homebrew creators. So they have very graciously contributed a camera and a couple of Camlink HDMI adapters, HDMI capture cards to the collective. I'm using one of the Camlinks right now for this stream, but I gave them the other one that they can use for their stream. Unfortunately, Rebecca was unable to get a lot out of that and is going to end that game in last place. I was waiting also on Amanda, who climbed up from like 20 million to 97 million, so I was waiting quite a while for her to play her ball. It would have been amazing to see it because she got Shootout and Showdown and Franks and Beans and so many things going and a Goldmine multi-ball and all that stuff. But so she had a great ball, but unfortunately I wasn't able to show it. And so Nadia is now at 45 million. Needs to a little more than double her score. She had a healthy lead at the start of this ball, but oh, I'm sorry, this isn't Meredith. I didn't update the match play information. I'm sorry. So, yes. All right, Meredith has some good progress, though. She's got, I think, needs one shot up the center ramp to start that poly mode, and one shot or two shots up the left ramp for that waterfall mode. She's got a saloon fight ready, so basically all the switches you get within 30 seconds can build up your saloon fight value, and then you hit this beer mug target right here to cash it in. So this is part of this is the Cactus Canyon from the updated Cactus Canyon remake from Chicago Gaming Company, and we've got the new extension, the upgrade kit that gives you a few things, including a bunch of new modes, and this is that saloon fight is one of those new modes. Meanwhile, she's in the poly peril mode. Needs to get it straight up the middle to finish this. She's gotten right there, so she completed that mode, save Polly. Unfortunately, Polly is still in danger on the left ramp, so I think one more shot to that will start that mode, but she got a gunfight and hit a bad guy for that, or that maybe that was just a quick draw. Can't tell where she is on. Okay, she did get a quick draw there. Can't tell where she is on her marksman modes. But yeah, she is doing what she needs to do. Got a lock ready to collect. She just hit the mine, unfortunately didn't go in. Alright, got a Bart, but I think that was maybe only her first of the Barts. Got a gunfight lit. Still looking for the multi-ball. Okay, there's the Stampede. She had completed marksman. So Stampede you get from at least starting all of the 5 modes on each of the 5 major shots: the left orbit, left ramp, center orbit, or right orbit and right ramp. So that's a multi-ball where all the shots are lit for jackpots. Oh, Meredith has a ball stuck in the out lane, it looks like. probably doesn't know it, and there it just fell out. So yeah, we've had issues with that. That I think there's kind of a fat rubber on there sometimes, and it can get stuck between a post and the side of the out lane. But all right. Continuing to hit jackpots, keeping 2 balls alive at the moment. And out of the stampede, but up to 75 million. All right, got a lock for multi-ball. Or did that not count? I couldn't tell. It consumed the lock, so I assume it just didn't show the animation for getting it. But I can't tell. She has only 1 ball locked for multi-ball. That's another part of the upgrade right here. We can see on this railroad crossing sign there are 2 lights, and one of them was lit, so that means she has 1 lock already. So she's got... this is a topper mode. We don't have a topper on this game, but you can play it on the screen. So you're shooting bad guys and not shooting good guys. So far, they've all been bad guys. And we got a good guy on the left there, a woman. So unfortunately, she ended that at 2.3 million. And I don't think that's going to be enough to catch up to Amanda, but a very nice effort. So yeah, 6 million in bonus. So that is gonna do it for this round anyway. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. Really quick, Mandy, Power, Carolyn, Bassett, Nadia, and Ellie are the current leaders, but we've got now Cleopatra, King Kong, Stargazer, Flight 2000, Harlem Globetrotters, Iron Maiden, there's Stars, and Deadpool. Let's see, how about... is there anyone we haven't really followed yet? I think we've seen most of these people, so let's do Stargazer and Flight 2000. I will get the rig moved over to that. All right, this is Stargazer. I'll update the match play information and so this one is mostly about spinners and zodiac targets. So all of these stand-up targets here and here. And here are your zodiac targets. They count towards your bonus, and then completing this bank and this bank of drop targets gives you a bonus multiplier. Bonus and bonus multipliers carry over from ball to ball, so those are good to build up early if you can. So yeah, it looks like. And then the other thing you can do, there are 3 spinners here, this one, and this one. The left and right spinners, by default, aren't worth a whole lot, but if you light them, then they can be worth, I think, 1,000 points a spin. And the center spinner is the value of that is determined by this, and that gets stopped when you hit one of the drop targets in this bank, and it gets reset to a roving value when you clear those drop targets. And you can light the left and right spinners by rolling over these targets here whenever it's lit yellow. There's not a traditional in-lane on this machine, but you can still kind of control that if you can kind of get the ball trapped on the, like have it, roll over one of those button targets there. All right, so Mandy got and cleared the bank of drop targets in the center, so she briefly had a value locked in for her middle spinner. But clearing it also gives you points. There are 2 numbers on each side of that. So right now she's got her spinner locked in for, I think, it's hard to tell. I think it's like 3,000 points a spin, maybe. Or maybe it's 4,000 points a spin, but then some number of points for clearing it. And she's also got her right spinner lit, so if she can hit that right lane, then that would give good points for that spinner. Meanwhile, she is building up bonus by hitting Zodiac targets, and has got some spins out of that for the middle spinner there. Has a 2x multiplier. All right, getting more. So she's gotten a good number of Zodiac targets. Oh, good save there. Now this game is pretty tilty, so you got to be careful to not move it too much. But she did a very good job there of preventing that center drain. And all right, another. All right, it's gotten up to 4x bonus, I believe. So sitting pretty good there. Got a couple of spins out of the middle. Still got that right lane lit. All right, she is continuing to do a very good job. I can hear some conversation going on in the background. I don't know if you can hear it on the stream, but meanwhile, 300,000 plus, 357,000 is a very good ball. All right, this is Rebecca, one of the tournament directors, also made the trophies that we have tonight. I unfortunately have not gotten a chance to see the trophies yet, to see what they are. I know that she has been, she makes trophies for most of our tournaments. She made trophies for our second Saturday tournament, and this last Saturday, and they were tulips. I know she's going to be making some Pokemon tournament trophies, because we've got a new Pokemon machine here and at Austin Beer Works Sprinkle Valley. So we're going to be having some launch parties there, and then also getting a Beetlejuice at Bender Bar. So I know she's making trophies for that as well. But I'm not entirely sure what the trophies are tonight, but the top 4 should all get trophies. And Emily's doing a good job keeping it alive until I said that. All right, Danielle. All right, got a couple of Zodiac targets on the plunge. And, all right, good tip over there. But, yeah, that ball just kept going towards the center.
I do not know her likes or my likes.
That's why you just get all of them.
Yeah.
You have come to the right place. You've come to the right place.
And yeah, that's unfortunately the danger of these kind of curved, not really in lanes, but curved areas. Sometimes if the ball rolls up it, it can kind of send it towards the middle without a lot to do to save it. But yeah, Mandy had a good ball one, still a substantial lead. Rebecca did not get really any chance to play her ball one, so she's hoping to have something more like what Mandy got on hers. All right, and has her right spinner lit. Got an unlit left spinner, but then a completion of the top spinner. There's a lit spinner on the right. And so she's got, she had her center spinner locked in for the lowest value, but the lowest value for spins is also the highest value for completing, and she completed it immediately, got another one, and got another completion. So all right, and is getting some, has gotten some Zodiac targets. Hasn't gotten a completion there. Okay, just got a completion, so she's at 2x bonus, and so 320,000. So that's a nice jump from her previous 5,000. All right, Emily stepping up on ball 3. After this, we're going to be going to flight 2000. All right, well, that's, 94,000, currently in third place. Danielle at about 39,000 right now, so we'll see if she can catch up to Emily first, and then she's got to climb to get either Rebecca or Mandy, and they still have balls to play. Alright, just may have gotten a spin or two out of the center there. Got a lit right lane and a lit left lane. So whenever your left or right spinner is lit, it's only lit for a single rip. So however many flips you get, or how many spins you get from one shot through the spinner, it's going to unlight after those spins have completed. So unfortunately Danielle just got some made some progress toward Emily, but did not quite catch her. So Emily and Danielle are going to be third and fourth, respectively. And now it's between Mandy and Rebecca for first and second. And Mandy has built up to 5x bonus now. And has a good number of Zodiac targets built up. And a lit spinner rip there. And all right, has the center spinner locked in for a medium value. And all right, got some spins out of that now. Just lit the left spinner. If you go through that left lane, then it often does hit at least some of the targets for the center. But now she's getting some good spins on that center lane. So if she does go through the lit left lane, she'll probably, clear that last target. Yeah, actually, it looks like I need to go let someone in. Just give me a moment.
But I can read whatever I wanted. Because it's a book, right? Good. Alright. That's a stupid score. It's a beautiful score. I know, that's what I meant, like stupid as in like stupid
I believe so.
We're ruining the stream, Meredith. Oh, okay. I'll take a drop for the road.
Alright, what I learned today is that I need to talk romance while playing pinball.
Okay, done.
Apparently, whatever you need to do is talk while you're playing. It doesn't really matter what it's about.
Just talk.
You have
just
to
talk.
multitask.
Alright, fly 2000. Like, is Neil following us?
Yeah, but he wants to move it himself, so we can.
He wants to follow us? That's
I read that book. That's a stalker romance.
I read a whole 3-part series about the entire time that Ray was on top of us. We did nothing except talk about romance.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
I'm like, you're gonna take the ring away from us.
2 days permission to happen.
Yeah, can we just, could you move the rig really quick?
Yep.
Okay.
Hi! Are you here to play with us?
Yeah, I was my friend Caroline.
Yes! I'm gonna move this stream rig. My name is
Here,
Rebecca.
do that if you wanna.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Riel.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rebecca.
Yeah. Sorry, someone just came in at to the door, so I had to let them in.
Don't make me shit on you. Right now. I've never proved on command, but today I will.
This is annoying.
What a weird. 49 something. 49 something.
Ugh.
Do you know Bobby is gonna be a TPF a little bit?
Is she?
Yeah.
Are you in any tournaments?
But only weightless, apparently.
So we
I was on the wait list.
I'm 3 years. So I got on at first.
I was like, who was before me? Get up at 8 goddamn a.m.
Nobody
Play
wants to-
pinball.
Nobody wants to play in that tournament that is worthless.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. And I only Oh! As if we ever get on our show. Jamie?
All right, very sorry about that interruption. We had a late arrival, so I had to go let them in and then get the rig moved over while they finished one game. So it looks like we've seen, I'm assuming that was Danielle. The order has changed. I did not get to see who was playing, but yes, it was Danielle was player 1. So we've got Mandy up now as player 2. Yeah, in this game, you got a couple of options. One thing you can do is spin this spinner here. It's currently 500 points to spin, and that's pretty decent value. But if you clear this bank of drop targets, it goes up by 500 points to spin. So you can get it up to, I think you can get all the way up to 5,000 points to spin if you keep clearing those drop targets, and that can be really big. The other thing that you can do is we've got LAST, so you got a B here, LAST up here, and then OFF. So you can get blast off. If you get all of those letters, and then you get all 5 of these targets in order, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, to do a countdown, then you can get up here and start a 3-ball multi-ball. And that can be a lot of points. But it's sometimes difficult to get all those letters. So a lot of people go primarily for the spinner, just like that. And then if you can get letters, then that's great. But if otherwise, that spinner can be really good value. Yeah, it's especially good value if you can get it up to completed. So Rebecca has now 2 completions, so she's got that up to 1,500 points per spin. Has gotten the B, everything in blast except the L, and just needs the OFF and off. This insert is kind of flaky, so it's not showing that, but she has not yet hit it. So that was a good first ball, though. So, yeah, sorry we had a glare up here. I think that's 200, 204, maybe 294, something like that, on Danielle's score. And then Rebecca ended at 215 on ball 1. We got Emily coming up. And I mean, going through the spinner backwards, though, that was a good rip. Going through it forwards, that's still the base value of 500 points to spin, but that can be good. And even she didn't go through it, but triggered the spinner, and that can still get you some points. And she also hit this target up here, which is a bonus multiplier. So she's now up to she was up to 2x bonus, I believe, but bonus multiplier carries over. So we can see here that looks like Danielle's up to 4x bonus. And the spinner value also carries over, and she's at 1,000 points to spin at the moment. All right, that looks like it is 249, I think, for her at the end of that ball. All right, Mandy has not gotten a whole lot of letters yet. Just got the 1 on that plunge. And all right, slingshots sending the ball around, but she's able to. Yeah, unfortunately, there are 2. There's a post here with a rubber on it, and there's a rail here, and both of those, it's easy to kind of walk out if the ball is heading that way. So, and there is a center post on this game, and that can save you from a center drain. So the out lanes are probably where a lot of the drains happen. All right, Rebecca still looking for the L in blast. She had a good save there, but then lost it. So I think that she and Danielle are pretty much at the same 249 and 242, I think. Now Emily's at like 108 maybe. So she and Mandy are pretty close, but Emily's still got her ball 2 to play. Did not get a blast letter there. Alright. And found the way up there. Yeah, it looks like this might be either someone got a multi-ball earlier, or this could be the first game it's been played on it all night, maybe. Because, yeah, there weren't any balls locked up there yet. So now that's going to kick one of those balls out, but and maybe it'll get, yeah, so she got the L in blast, and maybe she can, if it keeps bouncing around, maybe could have gotten that A as well. But so she did jump up to 200,000, starting ball 3 now. So everybody's still in it. You can really blow it up on one ball. If you can get a multi-ball, that's where the points can really blow up. But you know, Danielle at 1,000 points per spin on the spinner, and Rebecca, I think, is at 1,500. So those can be really good. So Danielle now just needs the F, this F target, to have completed blast off. Unfortunately, there are 2 in lanes on each side, and the innermost in lane is one that you can't easily shoot for. So you kind of have to just, you know, hope that the ball falls into it. All right. Yeah, that one unfortunately went through the outer in lane. And all right. Well, it was bouncing in the area, but didn't quite get it. Yeah, it's still, I would, you know, got a good value from that spinner, and now she's gotten blast off, so she needs to get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unfortunately, I cursed her, but she could have started multi-ball if she had gotten through the countdown and then got it up this lane. But still, she ends with 374, it looks like. So, you know, good value out of that. All right, Mandy, unfortunately, didn't get another lane, and that is stuck on drop target. You might need a tournament director to get that out. You don't want to tilt. So yeah, I think she's going to ask for help with that. Yeah, that one is not going to come out on its own, and this game doesn't have a ball search, so need to get a tournament director to free that ball. All right, looks like Stars and Deadpool have that round has you know, that pair of games has completed. Kim Smith won both of those. Spin Out, Spin Out is done. Iron Maiden is still playing in that group, and Amanda won on Spin Out. Nadia came in second. You can see here Nadia's getting the ball free, and Ellie and Bobby came in third and fourth. Cleopatra has also completed. Meredith won on that one. Emily Snowden, Carolyn Bassett, and Tracy White took second, third, and fourth, and they're now playing on King Kong. So I'm guessing we probably won't have too much longer to play here. We're on ball 3 on this Flight 2000, so so we might be able to get onto Iron Maiden or King Kong if they've still got enough play to see. All right, Mandy, see if she's able to recover. yeah, she's able to get the ball trapped back up on a flipper, but unfortunately, it's often the case that you drain almost immediately after that. But she survived that at least that long, so hopefully she can continue to survive and build up a good number of points. Got a bonus multiplier there. Got the that inner F, which is good. And all right, doing a good job keeping alive. And got the O in spin and blast off. Unfortunately, yeah, it's going to end it at 251. So I don't. Okay, that did pass Rebecca, but Rebecca's probably, is not far at all away from that. And then Emily, Mandy also passed Emily. So we'll see if. Yeah, so Rebecca's just only got, looks like, just a couple thousand points to pass Mandy, and then has about 100,000 points to catch up to Danielle. But Rebecca's got 1,500 points to spin on that spinner, so that is really good value if she can find it. But did not have enough built up in bonus to catch Danielle. So it is down to Emily. And all right, she's not able to get the A in blast and not able to get a flipper on that. So did not catch up to Mandy, so Emily's going to take fourth on that. Looks like King Kong is completed as well. Let me see if Iron Maiden still has enough to be able to look in on. Otherwise, we'll wait for the next round. But here is the current leaderboard. Mandy, but yeah, it may change just a little bit as a result of the Iron Maiden. Let me check on that. Yeah, so it looks like they're on player 4, ball 3, player 4 on Iron Maiden, so we're not going to be able to step in on that, but I'll just put it on the room camera here. So, yeah, but our current leaderboard is Mandy Power, who we were just seeing, is in first. Emily Snowden, Caroline Bassett, who is there at the... Amanda, who is currently playing on Iron Maiden, so her score will go up. She's currently at 27 points. She'll go up to at least 28, but possibly as high as 34 to tie with Mandy. But so yeah, we're just waiting on this game. But Nadia and Ellie and Bobby are also playing this, so either of them could pass Amanda as well. So. And this is, we may, depending on how long this takes, we may get one more round in, because it's 2 hours of qualifying, but they really start at about 7:15, 7:20, so we still have like 9 minutes at least 9 to 15 minutes, maybe. So, all right. Sounds like Amanda did not have the ball that she wanted there at the end. So we might have one more round to play here. So yeah, it does sound like there might be one more round to play. All right, there is going to be one more round. And we've got Hot Tip and Tommy, Space Invaders Labyrinth, Grand Prix and Star Wars, and Stars and Deadpool. We have not seen Grand Prix ever on the stream, so we are going to go to that. So yeah, let me get the rig moved onto that. All right. Yeah, sorry about the glare, but it doesn't look like it's too bad right now. But this is Grand Prix. This is a fairly newish game that we've had here, and I'm pretty confident we've never had it on the stream. But, actually we might have. But anyway, what you want to do, you've got two bonuses on this game. One of them is lit. Currently it's this left bonus that you build up by hitting the spinner there, and the right bonus you hit up by building that, or hitting that spinner. You can collect the bonus when you drain. You'll only collect the lit one, but you can also collect your bonus by getting into the saucer. The left saucer will collect the left bonus, the right saucer will collect the right bonus. If you get both A and B, or if you get both C and D, then that will give you a star here in the middle, and that is a bonus multiplier. So you can get up to basically 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x bonus by getting A and B or C and D. There's also the other thing to note. You've got a relatively traditional in-lane here on both sides, with the exception of a little gap right here. So that is not a solid wall there. So if you try to catch the ball and it rolls up, then it can go out that way. But the other corollary is there's a little bit of a pin right here and right here. So if the ball is going down the out lane, you might be able to bounce it off the pin and save it. So you can drain that way, but you can also prevent a drain that way. This is set to 3 balls, so yeah, a lot of times EMs are set to 5 balls, and this was set to 5 balls when we got it, but it was playing long, so I think they set it to 3 balls as a result of that, maybe. But yeah, you can get a good, get some points at the start and some bonus advances from the that saucer at the top, but she's, building up value. Already got maximum value on the left bonus, and when you have your bonus built up to the maximum value, so it's 50,000 points if she can collect that left bonus. She collected her right bonus, which is just the minimum of 5,000, and it consumes your bonus, but you can start building it back up again. But because she's got her left bonus built up to the maximum, that spinner is now 1,000 points a spin in addition to, well, I mean, because she's not building up any bonus, but she's getting points from the spin, and she's gotten apparently already 2 sets of A and B, so that is some good bonus there. And she's collecting her maximized left bonus, so she's at 260,000 just from that ball 1. And so Danielle stepping up here. That is basically the game, but I really enjoy this game, and it's so satisfying when you can get a good rip out of that spinner. And the saucers, on some of them, the kick out can be mean. These tend to be not too bad. Going in, it can be tough to get in there sometimes, but especially when you've got a really high value built up. But and so she's got her both bonuses now maxed out. So either both of those spinners are 1,000 points a spin, and she can get good value on collect. So she's going to collect a max left bonus on that one, and then also had just completed A and B before that drain, so she got a 2x bonus out of that. So that was 84,000 points, it looks like, for Danielle's ball 1. Caroline? Getting close to maxing out that bonus, and did it on the right side, and has doubled it now with the A and B completion. She can find this left spinner. I think she's reading the rule card on the apron. Yeah, this is probably new to some of these players. But yeah, it looked like she was going for the spinner, maybe for the saucer, but doesn't have much value on the saucer at the moment. And that is the gap there. So we see, you think you're safe, you got the ball, safely on the rail guide, and then, there's the gap and it falls out. So, all right, Bobby. All right, build up some of the bonus on the right, and all right, keeping it in. Got a good spin there. I don't think that's going to fully max out the bonus on the left, but got a good progress towards it. And that's one that could have been saved if it's basically just a nail, so you got to get a perfect bounce off of it into the in lane, but but that puts her at 71,000. So we got 260, 84, 42, and 71 after ball 1.
Steve, here's the chat. This is for you.
All right, Kim.
Haley, if you're in the chat, light it up. Talking to you.
So Kim got 15,000 points out of that collect, and did not care for that kick out, and that is, that was going to end her ball there, but she's still got another one and still a couple 100,000 points in the lead. So other groups are playing Hot Tip and Tommy, Mars God of War, and Labyrinth. I want to say that changed away from something else to Mars God of War. It was going to be, I think that was going to be Space Invaders, and they decided not to play that. I think there might have been an issue with it, maybe. But this group is going to Star Wars after Grand Prix is over, and then we've got Stars and Deadpool on the 4th group. So Yeah, unfortunately, Danielle, relatively quick ball is 131,000. Yeah, and basically, if you can get into that saucer, whichever side is lit, I think gives you 3 bonus advances. Or maybe just 2, I don't know. But yeah, that one unfortunately was kind of down the middle. Looks like there's a hole where a post could be, but there is not a post. All right, and Bobby's got 71,000 and got advanced her right bonus. All right. Did not walk all the way out the that gap that time, and all right. Oh yeah, that's I think the second time she's found that right out lane. But 139,000 currently puts her in second place, just ahead of Danielle. But we're going into ball 3, and this is a 3-ball game, so this is going to be the last ball before we move to Star Wars. Oh, lost the player camera. I hope that comes back soon. There we go. Yeah, looks like it's just a momentary glitch there. All right, Kim could have saved it there with a little bit of a nudge probably, but 345 is a good lead over the others. We'll see if any of them are able to catch up, but they know the score they've got to beat now. And Danielle unfortunately didn't find the saucer there, but got that one. That's a 5,000 point collect, and I think it scores. It might give you some points just for making it into the saucer as well, but all right, got 10,000 points from that saucer. All right, good nudge there. And that could, yep. I don't think that she was able to get the pin on it to be able to move that over. So that's 206,000 for Danielle. Caroline. All right, so she's listening to something that we couldn't quite see. And got in there to advance her left bonus. And, hit the C target, but that feedback was not kind. So she's going to take a fourth, unfortunately, at 84,000. All right, Bobby didn't find the spinner, but I got the A and B collected, so that's a double bonus now. Collected a 5,000 point. And that was not a kind feed out of there. So 172 is going to be a third place for Bobby. So we've got Kim taking the win on that, Danielle, Bobby, and Caroline. I'm going to go ahead and move the rig now to Star Wars. Just a moment. All right, and this is going to be Star Wars. This is going to be their last game of the night. We will see. See if there's still another game. You know, if another group plays longer, we might be able to hop in on something else after their game is over. But we've got Tommy, Labyrinth, Star Wars, and Deadpool. So I'm guessing Star Wars might be the longest playing game that we've got, especially since it hasn't started yet. But yeah, so we'll see. Danielle is going to be up first on this game. I think she might be looking for it. Yeah, so what you want to do on this game, first thing you're going to do is pick a character. You can choose Han, Luke, R2-D2, or Leia. I personally like Han because every character you know has some advantage and has some progress towards modes already started. I like Han primarily because you start with 2 modes already done on Hoth, 2 modes done on Tatooine, and 2 modes done on Endor. So you have to play only one. There are 3 modes associated with each of those planets or locations and then you can play a mini wizard mode at that location. So basically, if you pick Han, then you are basically just 1 mode away from starting Escape from Hoth, Battle Above Endor, and Escape from Tatooine. Other characters give you spot you progress towards missions on other locations, but Han gives you the most progress. And then also, I think Han gives you the most. I think does the best on you get a boost from maybe Escape from Hoth. I don't recall exactly what that one is, but the other kind of big thing that you can do besides playing those battles, one of the big things is hitting this bank of drop targets here will give you playfield multiplier. So if you hit that enough, you can get up to a 10x multiplier, and at times there's even a way to get up to a 40x multiplier. But the multiplier is only on certain shots, and you can control which shots. You can pick a group of 3 shots. So I tend to put it here, here, and here, because those are pretty common shots throughout the game. But as you get your multiplier up, then that is going to reduce the number of shots that you have. So you could go down to 2 shots and then down to just 1 shot that is multiplied. If you get it up, I think, to 10x or higher, then I think it gets down to just 1 shot. But you can move your multiplied shots around by pressing the action button and flipping left or right, and then pressing the action button again to lock it in, because your shots, if they're green, that means the multiplier is locked in. If they're red, then it's not locked in. So unfortunately it's easy to play this in a way that your multipliers aren't actually locked in and you think they are, and you're not getting any multiplied values. But you have to keep checking in with these stand-up targets as well, because your multiplier will decay pretty quickly. And then another big part of this game that a lot of people like to go for is there's a TIE fighter shot right here, and you can get you get up to enough TIE fighters, then that will start a TIE fighter multi-ball, and that can be a good value there. Not sure. We're still on Star Wars, so I'm not sure why we're not playing that. Okay, there's Danielle. All right, so we got 4 players in. Let's see who she picks. She's got Luke at the moment, and she's picking her her award. So she's getting 5. So it looks like she's going to start with Luke and 5 TIE fighters. Got a ball save there. So if she hits that TIE fighter hurry up shot, then she'll be able to collect a bunch of TIE fighters really quickly by kind of jamming on the action button. All right, her hurry up is counting down as well. And that looks like, yeah, that's not going to come back. All right, Caroline. Let's see what she picks here. So Luke does give you progress, like it gives you progress in other planets, and makes better at the Force, or like if you complete Force, then it gives you a lightsaber battle, I believe, and you get better results out of that. Leia, I think, is faster progress towards like completing modes. You need fewer shots to complete modes, and that can be good. And then, whoa, something's going on outside. I think we're getting ready to move some games to Texas Pinball Festival, and I think someone might be moving some games out. So sorry if there's loud noises outside. But yeah, Caroline got a hyperspace hurry up. So she hit this stand-up target and was able to like pound on her action button to get some TIE fighters, make more progress towards that. Okay, thanks, Django Foot. It sounded like a really loud shaker motor or something, but it was not a shaker motor. It was something bigger than that. So I don't know if someone was maybe using like an impact driver to get some leg bolts off or something. I don't know. But yeah, Bobby got the TIE Fighter hurry up, is pounding their action button there, and keeping the ball alive. You can, so she got some good advances out, TIE Fighter hits out of that, and now is trying to get the ball back under control. Got it. And she's also picked Han, so yeah, basically just 2 shots up here will start indoor, 2 shots here, probably 3 shots actually. A few shots to here, it will light indoor modes. This will light Hoth modes. This will light Tatooine modes. And then it'll be a number of shots here to the Death Star because Han doesn't start with any of that lit. So Kim is going with R2-D2. R2-D2 is good for keeping your multipliers longer, your playfield multipliers you can get from here. And I think it can let you build up more quickly. So if you're going for playfield multipliers, R2 is a good choice there. All right, gets into the Tatooine scoop, but got a TIE Fighter hurry up again, and had the option to, unfortunately drain before she could really get a lot of TIE Fighters out of that. But yeah, it looks like Kim has the advantage after ball 1, 32 million. All right, Danielle has advanced in rank, has an escape lit on the right outlane as well. So if she goes out the right outlane, she'll get the ball back and another chance at a skill shot. So indoor missions are lit now from looping that shot, and she can choose a speeder bike chase. She can also choose a different mode, I think, from a different planet. So yeah, but she's now wants to hit those green shots. And I think the yellow shot might be better progress, but she's she wants to shoot the ramps basically. She's currently a 5x playfield advantage. So basically, these 2 shots that are green with X's. Oh yeah. Now her multiplier went down, so she got a 3rd shot. So those shots with the green X's are the ones that are multiplied. And she's got TIE Fighter Hurry Up running again. She's putting, she needs to hit the TIE Fighter target before she can pound on her. Now she can pound on her action button. All right, good job on that. So yeah, she's probably pretty close to getting a TIE Fighter multi-ball. She's at 100 million as well. And got destroyed TIE Fighters as one of her bonus awards as well. So she's probably getting pretty close to a TIE Fighter multi-ball. Got Indoor Mission still lit, so now she can play the Throne Room Duel. So you want to hit both ramps before the timer ends. So that's going to be that ramp and the indoor ramp that she's been good at hitting thus far. Let's see if she can. There she goes. So she got her duel award. Looks like she's still still in it, so she can continue to shoot ramps for additional awards. And that's an escape, so she's gonna... Now she gets another skill shot, so she's advanced her Jedi rank. And TIE Fighter, so she can pound that action button again to get... Yeah. Didn't quite get enough to make it to TIE Fighter multi-ball, but is in a good position to going into ball 3. 183 million is a good lead, but these scores can go up pretty quickly on this game. All right, Caroline trying to decide what skill shot award she wants. Going with Hyperspace Hurry Up. If so, that's gonna be Hurry Up shot right here, which is actually one of the shots I find the hardest on this game. But yeah, she's got a Hurry Up value of 4 million right now at the Death Star, and it's counting down. And it would be multiplied. Her multiplier is currently 7x, but it's counting down pretty quickly, that Hyperspace Hurry Up shot. And I think that expired. So, but yeah, she's a 9x playfield multiplier. So, if she can keep that up, then her rank will be, 10x. So, she's trying to figure out what to shoot. Indoor is lit, so that's not a bad thing to go for at the moment. Her multiplier has expired though, so she's now at just 2x, kind of the base of 2x playfield multiplier. But she has an escape lit as well. Alright, there is now an option to choose an indoor mission. Knockout shield generator is available. And she's going to take that. She wants to hit 4 green shots. And then 4 more green shots. Alright, that is... Alright, 8 million for that bonus. So she's up to 57 million now. Alright, Bobby going with TIE Fighter Hurry Up again as her skill shot award. Oh, maybe not. Alright, she's... Alright, nailing that the action button to get more TIE Fighters. So she's probably getting... She's got 44 TIE Fighters at the moment, it looks like. I'm not sure what you need to start the TIE Fighter multi-ball, but She's probably getting pretty close. And her Hoth modes are lit now. So she is Han, so that Hoth mode will be... Oh, almost got in there. The Hoth mode will be the video mode, which is the navigating through the asteroid field. But she'll have that ready when for Ball 3. And she's up to 93 million now. So Kim has just 5 TIE fighters at the moment. We'll see if she can see that on the screen, Von Craftian, but all right. Unfortunately, Kim had a quick ball there, but 67 million is still good for third place at the moment. So Danielle, 183 million is about double Bobby's score. 32 TIE fighters, so not, she's not as close as Bobby to getting TIE fighter multi-ball, but she's not. I'm guessing it's maybe 50 TIE fighter, something like that. I don't know. All right. So Danielle has increased in rank. Wants to shoot the right ramp. Yeah, she's still in a duel. I think this is lightsaber duel. So I think get stuck in this until you complete it or time it out. And that is gonna do it for her. I think about 200 million, 225, something like that, 223. So that is the bar to set, that the other players want to catch up to. Caroline is got 19 TIE fighters and 57 million points. I think she is maybe adjusting her playfield multipliers. Got a hyperspace hurry up. So 4 million points at the Death Star. It's it's a tough shot, but she's going through it backwards, which doesn't count. And and I think that that is going to do it for her. So 73 million is third place for the moment, but not that far away from Kim at 67. Bobby currently in second place with a couple about 170 million or so to catch up. All right, so she's navigating the asteroid field. This is a video mode. You can use the action button to keep your ship blue. It's going to go faster, but it makes it harder to avoid the asteroids. So the more asteroids you avoid, the better your score is. But the more asteroids in a row that you can avoid is kind of the best value. So she had a streak of 95, dodged 207 total, but got a streak of 95. So that gave her 20 million points just for that video mode. And now Escape from Hoth is lit if she can get back up into that Hoth shot, just like that. So this is a mini wizard mode. Got a 2-ball multi-ball, and you want to hit those blue shots. And got a ball save, but that is about to expire. But yeah, she's also brought in TIE Fighter multi-ball, so that's another ball in play and a new ball save. So that is nice. And she is getting some jackpots. Okay, I think her ball save is expired now, so she's down to 2 balls. But yeah, she is in, continuing to play in the Escape from Hoth and is also able to get TIE Fighter jackpots. Got an extra ball, which I think is like 50 million. Yeah, so she's up to 210 million already. And yeah, she has taken the lead now. Okay, had a ball save there. I think maybe got an add-a-ball. Maybe it's a mystery award or something. So she is back to 3 balls. Her new ball save has expired though, so but she's still got all 3 in play. And got a super jackpot for 5 million. Oh, it's growing. Sorry, she's building the value of the super jackpot. And 55 million point super jackpot just collected. So she is now up to 530 million points. All right, good job keeping this alive. All right, out of that multi-ball, but so that was going to do it for Escape from Hoth, but she's got indoor missions lit now if she can get up the left ramp, but not going to be disappointed with that ball, I think. 40 million points in bonus puts her at 708 million. So that is what Kim needs to catch up to if she wants to take first on this game. But her first goal is 6 million points to catch up to Caroline. And then, yeah, she's almost done that. And then is going to have a little bit of a climb to get to 223 million for. That's going to do it. So I'm guessing she's got enough. Oh, yeah, enough bonus definitely to catch Caroline, but not enough to move out of third place. So that's going to do it for this game, and this is the last game still going this round, so we are about to start the finals. So it looks like our finals are going to be... I don't think this is going to affect the finals this round, so we've got Nadia, Mandy, Ellie, and Amanda, I believe, are going to be going into the finals. So... let's see here. We're about to get finals set up. Yeah, so let me go out and see what they're going to be picking for the finals. And then I'll get the rig moved onto that. So I think this is going to be a don't be last. So we're going to see 3 rounds of finals. The first 4 players are going to play, and whoever gets the 4th place score out of that, he's going to be the 4th place winner, for the tournament. And then the remaining 3 players will play another game, and then the top 2 from that game will go on to play for 1st and 2nd place. So yeah, let me see what we're gonna do here for the finals. Just a moment. All right, we are on Matahari. Let me update the match play information here. So, Amanda, Nadia, Ellie, and Mandy made it into the finals. And on Matahari, you've got a couple things you can do here. One, getting into this saucer can build up your bonus multiplier. And then collecting A and B will score whatever this is and advance it. So first time it's 1,000, then 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, extra ball, and special. And then completing these drop targets are, I think, primarily points. I am not sure. But yeah, basically saucer is good and A and B are good. And once you've gotten your saucer up to the maximum, then I think A and B gives you even more points. But you can get up to, I think, 29,000 points in bonus, and that's going to be. I'm not sure what builds up your bonus. I think just basically most of the shots are going to build up your bonus. Advanced bonus from your in lanes, advanced bonus from these lanes, and these lanes give you, here's A and here's B, and they can send it all the way around, so you can collect both with one shot. And then these are also going to be advancing your bonus. I'm not sure if the saucer advances your bonus or not. All right, but yeah, so she got a saucer, although I'm not sure. This might have things set up a little differently. It might be you have to get the saucer and A and B to fully get an advance. Oh, that was a good save, but unfortunately, went right to the out lane. So yeah, this is a don't be last, so you don't have to win this game. All you have to do is not come in fourth. The fourth place player in this game is going to be the fourth place in the tournament, and then the other three will go on to play something else. Yeah, Nadia did not get into the saucer on the plunge. And was not able to find much of anything on that. So it's 5,000 points for her ball one. Ellie. Looking for, saucer and A and B. Okay, found the saucer. And there's an A. And a B, so yeah, it looks like saucer plus A and B on this game is what you need to advance the bonus. That is shown by these arrows here. So Ellie got 13,000 from that. Mandy, good nudge to get that in lane there. And there's a drop that sent it down the middle. So it looks like that was 4,000 points for Mandy. Sorry if it's tough to read those. But, alright, Amanda got the B lane. And a saucer. Looks like she still needs A to give herself an advance. Or, a multiplier. And the A will also give her an advance, but yeah, didn't stick in the saucer that time. There we go. So that's a bonus multiplier up to 8,000 points in base bonus value, but now that's 16,000 because of the A and B, and now up to maybe 3x bonus. Alright. And And she's got 28,000 points built up now in bonus, so this could be valuable, especially if she gets that B. Oh, almost had it there. Alright, good tip save, and that's down the middle, so, but she's gonna get quite a few points from that. 156, 440, I think is what that is. Looks like her hair's kind of in the way of the part of that. Nadia gets the A lane on the plunge and a couple of advances. There's B, and there's a bonus advance from that. So it might be just is it just A and B that does the bonus advance? Because if so, then what's the point of the saucer? But I don't know. It does look like this is non-standard behavior on this one. Alright, well, she had some bonus built up and multipliers, so that gives her 57,000. I don't think anything carries over, so Ellie got the saucer on the plunge. Alright, good catch on the in lane there. Alright, there's the B lane. Alright, completed A and B. Got the in lane, there's another B. Got their bonus built up to 13,000 now. Alright, and still looking for the A lane, but getting bonus advances from the B. There's the A, so yeah. And bonus is now up to 20,000 times, I don't know what, but a good amount anyway. So Ellie is now at 118. And Mandy at 4320, it looks like. Nothing from the top on the plunge and right out lane. So Mandy's definitely in the hole at the moment. But she'll know what she has to beat anyway. She's definitely, definitely gonna have to do some work to get out of last place. But she will know. She only has to pass the third place score, and by that time she'll know what it is. So, all right, there's an advance from A and B and maybe the saucer. Alright, and there's the saucer. Looks like the feed out of the saucer is not bad. And there's another A and B completion. And that's an out, but 193,000 before bonus. 251,000, I think, is, yeah, that's the high score at the moment. And all right, Nadia is at 64,000 right now. right, 74,000. Still needs that B lane. And that's gonna be an out lane there, so 119,000. Ellie's at 118, so basically just needs 1,000 points to guarantee not be last. So really the plunge here will probably give them not last on the game. Oh, not quite yet. That is it, yes. So that is not last. So Ellie doesn't really need to keep playing, but can, certainly. But yeah, so we know now that it's either going to be, if Mandy can catch up to Nadia and pass 119,000, then Mandy will get to move on. Otherwise, it will be Nadia. But Amanda and Ellie are both safe. All right, and Mandy, not much on the plunge there.
Y'all are being too quiet. It's weird.
All right, got an in lane and a saucer. Still need the A and B though. And that's gonna do it. Not gonna catch Nadia. So it's gonna be Amanda, Nadia, and Ellie moving on to something else. I will figure out what that is and get the rig moved over. All right, moving to King Kong. I will update the match play information. It is going to be Amanda, Ellie, and Nadia in that order. So you want to hit white shots to light your gong to start modes, and then you also want to sweep these drop targets, complete those drop targets a couple of times, and that will light climb shots right here, and that will let you lock balls for multi-ball. Plenty of other things to do, but those are kind of the main things. Amanda's got the gong lit, backhanded right into it, and is going to choose pterodactyl attack, which I believe is drop targets. So yeah, hitting these drop targets here will build up the value of this mode here. And yeah, there's a diverter. Hitting the action button will raise a diverter right here, because normally the ball will kind of go through that river, but if the diverter is up, then yeah, Amanda's getting it a little bit too late, or may not be able to hit it at the moment. But yeah, that will if your diverter is up, then it will kind of trap the ball there, letting you hit drops. But now wants to get those yellow lanes. All right, that was down the middle, but 27 million is not bad, plus whatever bonus. Only 300,000 in bonus, so 27.6 is Amanda's ball one score. Ellie. There are a few skill shots. Ellie was trying to hit the pit, I believe, which is right here. That's kind of the main skill shot. There's another one for going over here. There's another one for, I think, hitting hitting the drop targets or going up that lane. But Ellie's got the gong lit now for a mode start. Tried to find it from a forehand, did not. Good save there. Had the diverter up to allow them to take some shots at the drop targets, and has got climb lit now. So this, they just locked their ball one. 2 more trips up that right ramp will lock all 3 balls, and then you got to hit this right orbit to start multi-balls. So that's got into the gong to start scene. And cross the chasm, pterodactyl attack, stegosaurus, crash the gate. All right. So save Ann is going to be, hitting white shots basically. I think you hit a shot and then hit it again, maybe, or something like that. But yeah, I think Ellie's right now looking for another lock up there, and would have been able to start a multi-ball. So we'll see. 1.7 puts them at 54 million, so about double Amanda's score. And then Nadia stepping up. That's a ball save. All right, that's a biplane shot. Got an arrow, white arrow. Now the gong is lit. And good save there. Can backhand the gong, but kind of stuck on the flipper, so that ruined that idea. Alright, well, that was not what Nadia wanted, but still has 2 more balls to play. Yes, thank you, Boob Newhart, for conveying the message. That is Boob Newhart about to start playing now, Amanda. So, alright, got the diverter up, hoping to hit some drop targets. Did not quite get that, but now has another shot. There we go. So Amanda's climb shots are lit, so going up straight up that center ramp will lock balls for multi-ball. It's tough to get in. You can backhand it from the left flipper, but it's easier to get in from the right. And yeah, that was some dangerous bounces and bounced the wrong way for her. 33 million points after ball 2 for Amanda. Alright, Ellie did not get the skill shot there, but got ball 3 locked. So that's a ball save. So yes, hitting this lane will start King Kong multi-ball, and that is what Ellie's going to do without starting a mode. but you can get good points on its own and hit the green shots. So straight up the middle is one. That leftmost lane, and then the biplane ramp will give you I think a super jackpot. Yeah, so I'm not sure if that if the action button is just activating the diverter. I can't tell, or if there was some other benefit to hitting it. Alright, but Ellie is now out of multi-ball and found the out lane, but got some good quick points there. 4 million points out of the multi-ball, and I think that puts them at about 70 million. 68. So, alright, Nadia, hoping to have some, you know, a better chance on our ball 2. That's a ball save, so. Alright. Ball save's about to run out. And, alright. Found the biplane ramp. That's a satisfying shot. Still does not have locks lit. Now has her gong lit, though, to start a scene. So she'll know what she needs to hit, what she needs to catch on ball 3. And so if Amanda does not catch up to Ellie, then Ellie doesn't really need to play, because basically you just need to not be last. I mean, not basically, that is what you need. So, but Amanda's starting a scene here. We'll see what she picks. And she's got locks lit up that center ramp, so she's going for save Anne. So yeah, probably going for a couple of quick locks. There's 2. Oh, that was just 1. There's 2. And she's finding that backhand no problem. The right lane, just like that. Can't get any more efficient than that to getting multi-ball and mode going. So now she's at 45 million. Alright, and so she can get mode shots and jackpots going at the same time. Still got a ball save, so those 2 balls are still coming back. Alright, well, that's going to be out of multi-ball. Still in save Anne. And that's going to do it for that ball. 57 million didn't catch up to Ellie, so Ellie can just, yeah, they're just plunging for Ellie, it looks like. And so Nadia now needs to catch 57 million. So Nadia needs 50 million points on her ball 3, or it's going to be Amanda and Ellie. Ellie's going to go through no matter what. So now it's just up to Nadia to decide whether it's going to be her or Amanda moving through. All right, Nadia got a nice skill shot. That's a safe feed to the flippers, and all right, has a scene lit. Got a sneak into that. I think it's called the cave, but it wasn't lit for anything, unfortunately. But yeah, that's where you can get mystery awards. You can get some good stuff from there. If it is lit, you can collect an extra ball there as well. But all right, backhanded the gong, and it's going to choose pterodactyl attack. So hit the drop targets. All right, that's a good way to feed them. Got the diverter and hit the drops, and all right, good save to keep that from going down the middle. The pit magnet caught it briefly, but all right, making progress. If she gets in there, I think 2 more of those would have been allowed her to start her pit multi-ball, but unfortunately did not catch up to Amanda, so it's going to be Amanda and Ellie battling it out for first and second. Let me find out where we're going. All right, and Cleopatra for the finals. Amanda's going to be first. Looks like maybe there was a ball, like a game in progress that she's plunging out. So, all right, so this game, largely about bonus. You've got 5 top lanes: yellow, white, red, green, and blue, or blue and green actually, and you've got same colors here: yellow, white, red, blue, and green. So hitting a lane and a drop target of the same color will give you that row in bonus. So if you got the blue, well, so got the red, which is the best one. Now, so this portion of the bonus is lit, but if she was able to get that drop target, then that would have lit both of them, and it would have been worth 5,000 points in bonus. But unfortunately, Amanda did not have any pairs completed, so didn't get any bonus on that ball. So she's going to end her ball 1 with 5,700 points. The flashing light here, this is not a standard Cleopatra feature. We've got the Pascal board in here. But the flashing one is going to be a skill shot worth 10,000 points. That's a kind of an extra feature of that the Pascal board affords for the game, and also lets you have extra balls set to points and special set to points. So yeah, Ellie got the green top lane on the plunge, but it does not. Okay. Now got the red lane, so she's got both. Ellie's got both of the red and both of the green, and now both of the blue. And getting into that saucer does 2 things. One is it gets you halfway to double bonus. You need to get both saucers to get double bonus. And then the other thing it does, it spots a top lane for you. So Ellie now just needs that white top lane, or can get it through this white in lane as well. But that would fully light up the bonus, and so didn't quite get that, but still got a very good amount of points there. It could have been doubled if they'd been able to get both, that right saucer, but all right, Amanda, seeing if she can get the skill shot. Nope. These are very bouncy rubbers on the top, but if you can't get the skill shot, then getting the red lane is a good one, because that will the combination of the red center lane and the red drop target is 5,000 points base, so that's 5,000 points now she's got in bonus. But yeah, basically you want to get back up top and either into the saucer or get those top lanes. Sometimes you can get rejected trying to go up top because there's a gate or it's a narrow shot. But if you can trigger this target or this target, then those are 5,000 points each. So going up top can get you more top lanes, and you can get some good points going there as well. So Amanda after ball 2 is at 25,000. Ellie is still in the lead and has, this ball to play. All right, a quick 3 drop targets, but none of them correspond to top lanes yet, so they're not worth anything. Now the blue has been collected for 3,000 points in bonus, and halfway to double bonus. Good save there, but couldn't quite get it. So Ellie's going to end ball 2 at 68,000. Amanda has to catch up to that and then put on enough points to hope that Ellie doesn't catch that. So Amanda now got the yellow lane on the plunge. And you do get double bonus automatically on ball 3, but the saucer is still good because it's going to spot you top lanes. But yeah, Amanda's getting no bonus out of that and did not catch Ellie, so Ellie is the winner. So congratulations to Ellie. That is going to do it for tonight. So Ellie is going to be the winner. Amanda second, Nadia third, and Mandy fourth. Let's see if there's someone that we can raid. But I think Amanda wants a revenge game. So while we are looking for someone to raid, we can see what Amanda's doing here on this game. We've got Lynn's Arcade is streaming. I can raid to them. We've got On Tilt Pinball is playing a Pokemon. Yeah, it looks like Triangle Pinball is playing Season 12 Finals. So why don't we do that? We'll go to Triangle Pinball. But yeah, Amanda's having a much better ball one this game. Kind of wishing she had done this on her previous game. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and raid to Triangle Pinball. As soon as Amanda's game is over, but thank you all so much for joining. I think we're going to be at pretty much a lot of us are going to be at Texas Pinball Festival this coming weekend, so we're not going to have anything here. We will be open during, I think, Friday 6 to 10, Saturday and Sunday noon to 4, but probably most people here are going to the Texas Pinball Festival in Dallas this weekend, so we're not having any events here. And I'm not sure if we've got anything coming up the 4th week of the month either, in terms of things that we'll stream. But we'll probably be back at least, if nothing else, probably the first Friday of April. We'll do a Farmin' Friday tournament, and then the second Saturday of the month, we always have a second Saturday tournament. And yeah, Amanda's got now max bonus, double bonus. This is big points here. Got the so could have gotten a shot here for credit for an extra, or for a special and credit for an extra ball. yeah, Amanda is really wishing that she'd had this game against Ellie. But, you know, showing that she can still, that she knows what to do and just was not allowed to do it by the game, or, you know, was not able to get to do this on her last attempt. So that is going to be it. So I'm going to raid out to Triangle Pinball. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, and we'll see you sometime soon, hopefully. Oh, okay, so I can't raid to Triangle Pinball, so let's go to Lynn's Arcade instead. So yeah, we're about to raid out to Lynn's Arcade. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.